Mentioned David Wall also on the forward line. 1-3 off his own personal boot in the first term, as we see now that we can come back to Noel Fanning on the boundary.
Yes, mate. Carl Fenke, we went down to listen to him at half time. Very negative towards his players. I thought they did well against the wind that quarter. He told them not to go as wide, to go down the channel a bit more.
Okay, thanks very much, Noel, from the boundary. And interesting words there from the Bannockburn coach, and it'll be interesting to see how they can recover from that first quarter. They didn't take advantage as they should have, Cookie. They're trailing by 9 points here, as the scoreboard has been corrected. It's Bell Post Hill 3-6-24. Lead Bannockburn 2-3-15. 9 points the margin.
I just have time run for a couple of quick players for Bannockburn. They've been playing well. Matty Pilgrim did well in the first quarter. So too did Paul Barth. Ronnie Pilgrim did all right. And further down the list, I thought that at centre half back, the best player on the ground was Gary Tillman.
Thank you very much for coming. As we see the ball now back into play, it's bursting through. Oh, great football too from the Tigers. I think you'll find it could have been. Let's have a look. That wasn't Matty Giles. It was Murray Travers.
Travers, was it?
Yes, it was.
But Arkarachi stands firm in defence and takes the grab deep in the back pocket. Will receive the benefit of 50 metres, will the Ark. And Dominic Arkarachi, who doesn't like to run 50 metres too often, I can tell you, just carries a little bit of Christmas pudding. Must have had a double helping there at that time of the year. But he's a good player.
Corey Flanagan, I must apologise to the break through there, but undisciplined football.
Here's Brazilowicz, grabs the kick from Arkarachi, centre wing position. Has to run back into trouble, threads his way through, kicks towards Banyan, takes a very good mark in the centre, and a step opposition from Matty Pilgrim, and Stewie Banyan goes to the left foot. Magnificent kick to half forward, and he found his captain there, taking the mark in Dale Smythe. What a beautiful kick. There's another better kick. Look at this one. Look at this one from Smythe. A beauty, bobbing into the hole, taking the mark, easy as you like, as Steve Lurie. And I'll tell you what, I'd like to bet me bottom dollar he has a shot for goal. He doesn't mind one, Steve Lurie.
Yep, I'll put about as much as you like on that one, Cookie. Opportunity, Steve Lurie, 35 metres out, directly in front, the drop punt. It floats straight through the centre. Great goal from Stevens to the Lurie. He kicks his second, and he just shows the young players how it's done.
Yeah, well played ball to Banyan. Banyan's kick was an absolute beauty to Smythe on the lead. Outside 50, Tupou had to score. And Lurie had the sense to run into the space. There was no one there, no defender had dropped into the hole. The kick was beautiful from Smythe. No chance of anyone cutting it off, and Lurie kicks the goal.
Certainly early stages of the second quarter, 2.5 minutes have travelled as we wait now on umpire Matthew Grapsis to get play underway.
He does so now as he throws it high in there. Up goes Batty, doing a good... No, that wasn't Batty at all. That was Shoulders in the ruck now. Got the knockdown, but taken away. Chance here for Miller, the centre half back. And Paul Miller with a new jumper on. Boots to half forward. Oh, Smythe taking a mark. Smythe lays back, goes back on the right foot. Big kick from Smythe into the goal square. Oh, couldn't let it go there, the player. I would have thought there, Ronnie. David Wall perhaps couldn't let it go. It goes out towards the half forward flank. Kick comes back into the pocket. Up in front is Proctor. Is it taking a good mark for Bannockburn?
Yes, been very quiet to date. Goes wide to members side and finds Sean Baxter at in between back pocket, half back flank. Butters up, goes short. Good football here, finds number 14, Cookie. They were just trying to pick him up.
Phil Proctor it is.
Jerry me it is too.
And away they go towards half forward, the Bannockburn side. It spills into the pocket now. Running back is Arkarachi with the flight of the ball. Traps it very nicely. Oh, let it go very nicely over the boundary line too. And a boundary throw-in will occur. Dominic Arkarachi showing his disgust with his teammate, his opponent in fact there. And the boundary umpire right on the scene now. Boundary throw-in, 15-20 metres around from the goal of which Bannockburn are attacking.
Okay, back into play. Henderson doing battle there against his Bell Post Hill opponent. We're in the 22 Guernsey. Paul Miller comes to ground. Bannockburn's Henderson tried to get a kick but lost the footy. Good football there. Oh, he's been penalised. Horton, yeah, it is. Yes, took a little bit too long to get rid of the football. Great tackle there though too by the number 2 Guernsey in Robert Henderson. Gets the free kick.
He's a big fella, Henderson. He's had a couple of hamburgers, I can tell you. Wouldn't want to get this way on a dark night. He's deep in the forward pocket, Henderson. Let's see how he kicks it. He fires it. Not a bad kick from Henderson. Little push out of the goal square. Play on the call. It's been slapped through for a behind there. Defenders doing well down there. Cameron Carr was the reliever there for Bell Post Hill. Able to slap it through for a point and save any further embarrassment in the forward line.
Certainly, as we see Cameron Carr bring the ball back into play for Bell Post Hill. Elects to go to the outer side of the ground, but in front taking a great mark. Very impressed with this youngster also, Corey Flanagan for the Tigers.
Flanagan, right foot kick. deep into attack. Akarachi, the defender, goes back. Almost a mark there to Henderson, not paid.
That was Giles.
Grab Giles, was it? 2 grabs at it, just couldn't quite hang on.
Very similar in stature, aren't they, Cookie?
They're certainly both been in the same paddock, Ron, I'd suggest.
One's wearing number 2, though, Cookie.
Yeah, one's 37.
37.
Yeah, but they are big boys.
Good on you. Okay, and I suggest you be nice because their dad will be here and you've got to talk to them after the game. Back to the footy. Ball now paddled forward. Good football. Stewie Benyon, the rover for Bellpost Hill. Kicked it off the carpet. Gained a good 30 metres too for his side. And it's now a good 80 metres from the Bannockburn goal on that outer side of the Bannockburn ground. We've been travelling, Cookie. 4.5 minutes of the second term. There's only 14 points in it. Bellpost Hill's favour.
Throws it in. Up goes the big fella there in Miller. Might have knocked the ball to the ground, but unable to get it clear. Pilgrim's a chance with the bike helmet on in the forward pocket. Oh, tackled high. Oh, might be on over there, Ron. Umpire signalled play on and throw it in, but I think young Pilgrim, Matty Pilgrim, wasn't all that impressed with the decision, or in fact the player that inflicted the high tackle on him.
Well, maybe umpires just have to look a little bit closer because there's been a couple of backhanders exchanged, and well, when you cop one, it's nice to be rewarded with the high tackle, Cookie.
Yes, I thought he could have got one on that occasion, Ron.
Okay, let's see.
Boundary throwing was slapped towards the boundary line again. It's just outside the 50-metre line now on the far side of the ground.
Yes, a good 65, 70 metres from the Bannockburn goal. We see that over the top, good work there. Paul Miller thumped it towards his teammate running off half back. I think you'll find it could have been young Lurie. Kicks it there to half forward, but in front taking another great mark, Gary Tillman. Plays on, goes short and finds the elusive Phil Proctor. And no, it's not. I think you'll find... that could be Galeno for Bannockburn. Kicks it to centre half for a lovely kick too. Oh, Henderson. Oh, not paid the mark. Umpire, what's he got to do? Swallow it. Deary me. And he's got good right too to ask the question there of umpire. Let's have a look who that was. Mark McKinnon, it was. Yes, it was.
A slap down, lands in the arms of a Bannockburn player.
Doesn't matter.
Goal, Ron, I'll tell you what, he's come back the middle there. It might have been Pilgrim.
Roddy, it was.
Roddy Pilgrim, it was. No trouble at all. Sharked the head out, and from about 55 or 50 metres, we're giving the ball. Bang! A beauty. It sailed through about half post high, and a big goal kicked by Bannockburn in the second quarter.
7 minutes of travel, Cookie, and a very handy goal for the Bannockburn Tigers. We now move them on to 3 goals. 4, I think you'll find 22. They're trailing only by 8 points now over the Bellpost Hillside 4-6-30. And the second quarter is proudly brought to us by the Painters Pot up there at During Hep Street. Pop in and say good day to Neville Whitley.
He's the man to see for all your paint worries. If you've got any problems at all, Neville will fix them. Here's the man that's fixing everything in defence. Tillman trying to crash his way through the pack for Bannockburn. Didn't gather it cleanly on that occasion. Was claimed. Lost it. They stack it on top of it. Brought up decision. Immediately from where it was a minute ago from that previous goal. Up they go. It's thumped away here. No one able to go. Premer's a chance. Premer bursts out of the pack on the right foot. Kicks the ball into the forward pocket. Wall's up, can't mark. Over the back it goes. Oh, brilliantly played by Wall. Goes back and over it again. Slipped it away from his opponent. Went and got it. Lost it in the tackle, unfortunately. He just needed to steady a bit as he grabbed that one right. It was a finger tipper, and he could have been blazing at goal.
You can only do what you're allowed to do, Cookie. Give Clinton Shaw, the full-back, a bit of credit there for the Tigers. Did very well there. Harassed him sweetly and forced the error on his opponent. Back into play. Oh, good work, Smythe. Thumps the ball 25 metres towards their goal. Travers comes through, punches it forward. Benyon lost it. Now Ronnie Pilgrim butters up well for the Bannockburn Tigers. Kicks it to the members' side, half-back flank position. Now, an opportunity for Bath. It is, picks it up. Kicks it down there looking for... No, it's Bingo. Brooks it was. Goes short to half forward. Now we'll see that Wayne Colliger for the Tigers takes possession.
Colliger now goes on the right foot towards the centre half forward position. It's very crowded down there. Good work by the Bellpost Hill defenders running into space. Chance for Matty Pilgrim to pick it up. It's close to the boundary line in front of the grandstand. Pilgrim can't pick it up, but he's got a teammate who can. Has to kick very quickly on the left foot there. Might have been Colliger towards the centre half forward position. Benyon runs runs on him at the Bell Post Hill. The hand pass is a bit of an up and under. Out wide, looking out there for Travail. Couldn't claim it. The advantage is paid as Coombs takes the resultant free kick and kicks the ball towards centre half forward.
Now the Bell Post Hill boys going to attack us. I think you'll find that was Steve Lurie. Looks up there to Wall under pressure. The youngster breaks clear, has a bounce. Oh, threw the ball away. Should be penalised for mine. No free kick forthcoming. Threw the ball away. As the boundary umpire said, no, it's mine, David Wall. But the umpire's going to throw the ball back into play.
Boundary umpire does so now. The ball slapped out wide, chance here for the big fella Smythe. They get the foot in the footy, kicks it back to centre half back, but coming out, taking a nice mark in defence. And this is Paul Bath.
Gary Tillman.
Tillman it is with the other blonde hair. He got it confused there. Well played by Tillman because Smythe was the one who got it down. He's his opponent. He found a teammate who had to kick in a hurry. Oh, there a chance here, Bannockburn on the right foot, kicking long. Son Collinger does towards the full forward zone.
Ooh.
No one able to claim the footy at the back of the pack. Kicking up the ground there by Giles. Didn't get it away though. And away come Bell Post Hill defending grimly.
Yes, really a nice mark. Not played that to Sean Baxter. Coming in late there was Prema. Good support from Pazilowicz. Goes out wide. Opportunity now for the racehorse in Glenny Travail. He can't trap the ball cleanly. Good pressure there from Paul Bath. I think you'll find for the Bannockburn side. Sees it now. Back in there. Good hands by Coombs. Coombs looks for his teammate in Scholar. He was well tackled. And I think you'll find the Tigers will come out of it being held without the football. And the Tigers now through the agency of I think you'll find young Corey Flanagan brings them into the centre of the ground.
And out comes Henderson on the lead and takes a mark in the centre. Punt kicks the ball. Not a particularly good kick there. Running onto the football, a chance to gather was Paul Miller. He couldn't do so for the Bell Post Hill Club. A little hand pass comes out wide. Running away with it is Brooks. Bingo Brooks goes down towards the forward line. Not a good kick looking for Pilgrim. His opponent there with him was Horton, but it's out of bounds on the full. Pilgrim could do nothing about it and Horton takes the free kick.
Back. Ball a minute ago by Gary Tillman and also number 39, Wayne College, have run into each other and lost the footy.
They certainly did, Ron. Here's Horton, who's played quite well. We'll leave him from half-back, kicks up towards centre wing. The target was the alphabet. He couldn't mark this one, though, Brazilowicz, and ducking in and taking the mark in front of him is Phil Proctor starting to get into the game for Bannockburn, but his kick is ineffective. He's cut it about 4 yards only, put his teammates under pressure, but Henderson's good enough to snatch it up and punt kick with the left foot towards half forward. Oh, flying Matty Pilgrim can't mark. Gathers it beautifully like a rover. Kicks the ball in the pocket, but here comes Akarachi out of the fence with a long right foot kick, heading for the open spaces on the far side of the ground.
Great tussle in defence, Akarachi and Giles, two heavyweights of Bannockburn and Bell Post Hill, as the ball's being cleared by Akarachi to the outer.
Coombs is off.
It's on behind the play. Coombs plays on with the footy, and we'll stay with it as Cookie goes back to the blue, as we see now Wall kicking the centre half forward, leading out strongly for the Bell Post Hill side. Taking a great mark is Michael Scholar, and he's got an opportunity from 30 metres to kick. Let's have a look. His first goal here this afternoon, and a very handy fifth for the Bell Post Hill side if he can kick it. And they're still remonstrating on that outer side.
They are, Ronnie. Simon Conley, who got off a striking charge through the week, was in the thick of things. I think he was explaining how he was not guilty last week, perhaps.
Well, Scholar's kick from 35. It's close. The goal umpires had a good look and said, no, I'm sorry, Michael Scholar, you're offline. 2 points off the boot of Michael Scholar. A bad miss for the Bell Post Hill spearhead.
They're still blowing over there on centre wing, Ron. It's gone from half-back flank to centre wing.
Well, the play is still going. Umpire McKinnon with the footy. Allows Bannockburn now to go to the outer side. Gary Tillman couldn't take the ball clearly, but good enough kicks it now on the left foot, out where that little fracker was a moment ago. And that'll soon disperse the boys. Cookie, get them back to what they're out there for.
That made them turn around and have a look, Ron. They thought, it's just the football. It's where to catch.
A great clearing kick too for Tillman on his left foot, which is his non-preferred kicking foot. He's cleared the ball some 55 metres to the outer side centre wing.
Boundary umpire throws it back in. Up goes Big Bat. He might have got the hit down, but it's well sharked here. Coming out of the pack by Christian Shaw on the left foot. He kicks towards half forward, short of half forward. In fact, he's found a teammate who's made, and as Ron said, it's got to be 50. And waiting to see, this might be Murray Travers, I think, taking the mark.
Against Paul Ravis, I'm afraid, for the Bell Post Hill side. He was far too long in holding.
Oh, he just
what mark had been taken.
He just would not let him go. He held on to that player longer than a kid had held on to a wishbone on a Sunday roast. He would not let him go at all. And Travers shouldn't have much difficulty here on. Barry Round could hand pass this through if he was still playing. In he comes, bang right foot, goal umpire says 4 points on the board, and after that little fracas, we've got a game on our hands here at the footy.
Yes, we certainly have, Cookie. We've been travelling nearly, let's have a look. Nearly 10 minutes of the second quarter, and that's moved the Bell Post Hill boys, I should say Bannockburn boys, a little closer. Bannockburn now 4-4-28, Bell Post Hill 4-7-31, 3 points in it, and as I mentioned, 10 minutes of travel to the second term, proudly brought to us by the Painters Pot up there at Jerringhap Street, Geelong. For all your painting needs, Cookie, pop in and say good day to Neville Whitley up there at the Painters Pot.
He's got something to do with the league here, isn't he, Neville Whitley?
Just happens to be the chairman, Cookie.
I thought he might be the boss, yeah.
And great to see Neville supporting his beloved league in Geelong District footy.
Indeed, if you don't want any painting, Could never talk about the footy. He loves it.
Certainly
Back to the centre. Up they go. Big Batty goes up and wins the hit down, but the big fella there, Henderson, gets the ball out of the centre for Bannockburn. Hand pass comes out wide. Running onto the football is Baxter. Baxter goes long with the right foot to the goal square. Backing back Karachi against his opponent in Giles. Off hands. 3-1 behind. And Bannockburn doing all the attacking after that little fracas on the far side of the ground in front of the King Broccoli sign.
Well, great work, Akarachi. Giles is doing the right thing in front, but he just can't hold on to that ball. And he's had 2 or 3 chances to convert. Hasn't been able to do so. And we see the ball back into play. Matty Pilgrim's out there for Bannockburn. Likewise, working hard there for the Hill was Mickey Matchevek. And the ball, I think, has beaten both players. And we'll see a boundary throw in, Cookie, around about 50 metres from the Bannockburn goal out of side of this lovely reserve here at Bannockburn.
Philbay versus Miller. Coming in from the side and knocking the ball to the ground was Flanagan. The ball's bottled up there at half forward for the Bannockburn side. Umpire's found a free kick here, Ron, going to Bell Post Hill, and they should be able to swing this out of defence.
Should we Benyon it is?
Benyon it is with the greying hair. Gets it to the alphabet. Pasilovic, a hand pass in boards a beauty. Down towards Smythe. It's too far for Smythe, but Primer comes in from behind and takes a good mark for Bell Post Hill. Over the top goes Primer. Batty takes the mark on the 50-metre line. Steadies, goes sideways across the ground to the lead there of his teammate in Connolly. Come down the ground, dropped one he should have taken, picked up by Wall, flying left foot shot by Wall. It's close. Oh, they hit the goalpost. The players did, not the ball. The ball's in the forward pocket down there for Bell Post Hill. Bannockburn defenders are desperate. They've run it over the boundary line. Oh, gee whiz.
Football, Bannockburn.
Would like to be the goalpost. 3 players in it, not the football, with 3 players, Ronnie. And it's stood up to it well.
And I'll tell you what, she's still balancing in the breeze to the goalpost as the ball now back into play. It's 25 metres from goal. Bell Post Hill's attacking zone. Travers now gets the ball from Tillman. Great hand pass, Gary Tillman. Travers has kicked though, looks there for his teammate in Christian Shaw. Put a great tackle there on his opponent who had the football in Paul Miller. Buttering up now though for the Tigers was Matty Pilgrim. Kicks to half forward. The loose ball. Oh, a trip there was got unnoticed.
Well, that's a throw.
Yes, it was, Ronnie Pilgrim. You can't do that. The Tigers were away too, Cookie.
It was a little scoop throw, that one out the back.
Possession.
Was good. Well, the kick's a shocker. Chipping in a chance for Christian Shaw to relieve the pressure. He does. He gets across to a teammate in Philbay, who's been lively. Philbay down towards half forward. Akarachi. Oh, great play, Akarachi. Used the body beautifully. Went back and got it up and under. Stewie Benyon and Matty Pilgrim. The dwarfs go up. No one takes the mark. Oh, they both taken on top of it. Well played, Benyon. Hand pass comes towards Pizovic. He's bumped into the football by Pilgrim. And away goes the alphabet. Right foot kick by the alphabet towards half forward. Smythe was the target. Got underneath it. Back he goes, Smythe. Can he pick it up? Hand pass out wide by Wall. Wall's there with Primer. Wall hooks it back with the left foot. Deep into the forward pocket. Up high from behind the pack. Coombsy has gathered it in and kicked the goal. What a great effort from Scholar though to get up high from behind and tap it back into play. And Coombsy, how many games has he played, Ron?
This is his 250th.
How old is he, Ron?
And he's 37, David Cook.
And he kicked that like a 2-year-old. Good on you, Coombsy. A brilliant goal.
Yeah, great football, and it all came from half-back back here.
Akarachi.
Good football from Akarachi. Matty Giles and Mary Dance at the present time as we see Steve Thompson, the Bannockburn ruckman, come off the bench. and back straight onto the ball. As we said, the Painters Pot second quarter scoreboard move. Bell Post till the 5-7-37. Bannockburn 4-5-29. Only 8 points in it, and we've been travelling quickly around about 18 and a half minutes of the second term.
And I'd suggest they needed that one too, Bell Post Hill. Bannockburn were getting into the play a bit too much for their liking, I'd say. Coming out of the pack there on the left foot was Barker for Bannockburn. Kicks the ball out wide. Leading in the race for the ball out there, Adam Horton, who leads his opponent in Dave Gagan, a merry dance. But unfortunately for Horton, he can't quite trap it swiftly. We've got 18 and a half minutes in this second quarter, and the ball's beaten them both over the line out of bounds. Boundary showing the far side of the ground, inside the attacking 50 for Bannockburn.
Yes, Coombs now thumps the ball forward, but he's hit it straight to the direction there of Christian Shaw. Couldn't control it cleanly. Coombs comes in again. The veteran, like a youngster, couldn't handle the ball clearly. Allows Flanagan to come in now for Bannock, but he's kicked though a poor one, and it goes straight to Adam Houghton for the Bell Post Hill side, who finds Brazilowicz at centre half back.
Oh, snapped it off the carpet beautifully. Brazilowicz took the mark, hand passed immediately to a teammate coming down the ground. He had to kick it out wide though. They should be a bit more direct than I should feel here, should the Bell Post Hill side, and they're going to get out of this Bannockburn with a little kick towards centre half forward. Up in front was Horton, couldn't mark. Here comes Akarachi playing like a general. Look at him go, like a Sherman tank out of the fence, kicks the ball to the centre of the ground. The kick is a beauty, and the fish, Trevor, takes the mark.
The fish now in the middle of Bannockburn reserve, or the tumble punt, drops short, ball comes out in front, plays on from 35, punts it up there to the pocket, looks for Primer. Well, the ball's doing all sorts of funny things, Cookie, when it bounces out here at Bannockburn this afternoon. It's bounced back into play, but good defensive football there from the bingo. Jeffrey Brooks forces a rush score.
1 point only on the board there, Bell Post Hill. Well played by Phil Proctor, who got that away from Primer, who had the set. Kick comes in well out over half back, looking out there and finding the big fella there in Tillman. His hand passes, he's won a series of hand passes now, and away goes Pilgrim on the right foot towards half forward, and this time Akarachi is caught behind Ronnie, and that's the first time for the not the first time he's been caught behind, but the first time he's been penalised because his opponent has marked it well.
Great mark, Matty Giles. He's been trying early, but he hasn't been able to hold them. This time he did. Great penetrating kick from Ronnie Pilgrim. Allows Matty Giles to come in from 30 metres. Shouldn't miss those ones, Matty. Offline, poor footy. One goal, one.
Farmer, just 1 point by Farmer Giles there. Not the desired result, because they moved the ball particularly well through a series of hand passes, and as you said, Pilgrim's kick was a beauty. Now here's the ball kicked in. Brazilowicz is the target, and the alphabet doesn't let him down, takes the mark deep in the half-back feint position, ran onto that with a lot of pace. Brazilowicz kicks the ball towards Batty. Back goes Batty. Oh, doesn't try to mark. Well done. Dumps it over the top. Lands in the arms here, the big fella Miller. His hand pass goes to Coombs, and away goes Coombs, the veteran, towards centre half forward. Up goes Primer from the side. Can't hold the mark on this occasion. Chance to get out of defence here for Bannockburn. Proctor it was, and his kick's a good one. He's found the big fella in Henderson.
Henderson's kick slews off the side of the boot. Oh, but a lovely mark taken here at half forward, Sean Baxter. And the youngster up on his feet quickly, needs to move it as well, rather smartly. Elects to go long. Up there, all in front, taking a great grab for the Bannockburn side. He was out of position early. I think you'll find it's Gary Barker wearing the 35 Guernsey. Hasn't had any influence on scoring here this afternoon. Opportunity now, Cookie. He's no more than 35 metres from goal. Very slight angle and a real big show here to kick his first.
Just 8 points the difference. Bell Post Hill leading by 8 points. Oh, the kick's atrocious. Got a behind run, and that's 2 poor kicks we've seen for goal from Bannockburn when they badly wanted goals.
Well, I think the players are assuming the breeze is going to bring the ball back, Cookie, but the breeze isn't that strong. Why the players don't aim for a little off-centre of the big sticks instead of between the goal and point post has got me baffled.
Well, Asbury too, as Akarachi puts the size 15s into this. Their feet are getting bigger as the game goes on. Again he looks for Brazilowicz, and again he finds him. And hasn't he had a field day today, as Ron says, he's killing him with the bike pants on. Spares it across to Benyon, and little Stewie Benyon puts the mitts up and takes the mark. Short of centre half-back, finds Coombs, who drops into space with touch of experience. Gives it across to his running coach in Smythe, who's on the ball. Away he goes down to half-forward. Too far for Primer, though, and it's over his head, unfortunately, for Bell Post Hill. And a relieving mark, Ronnie. Who's that with the ball?
I think you'll find it's number 24, the fullback in Clinton Shaw. He's gone short, and well, a nice mark taken, Steve Thompson at centre half back for the Tigers, but again a shocking kick. The loose ball, well fisted away, Dale Smythe having a run on the ball for the the Panthers. That's the Bell Post Hill Panthers, of course, as we see the hand pass from the Bannockburn Tiger in number 47, and that was Flanagan. A poor one, but it's butted up well there for the Tigers by Sean Baxter, but his kick is a shocker, and that man Akarachi again for the hill clears the ball out wide.
Long kick by Akarachi way out towards over half back, but unfortunately for the Bell Post Hillers, it was marked there that it might have been Galeno took the mark, kicked the ball towards centre half forward. Stack of players in there. Little hand pass comes out. Quick kick here from Glenn Chevale. Gets the Bell Post Hill out of defence. In fact, it's into attack. It's running onto its wall. Breaks through the pack. One bounce goes Wall. Left foot far past goes Wall. Past my bottom, if you don't mind, because the pass went straight over the top of the goal umpire's head. Beautiful goal by Wall. Didn't he break through the pack nicely there, Ron?
Yes, a very, very talented young footballer, David Wall, and that's the reason why he's in the GDFL squad that take on Colac shortly.
Bannockburn 4-7-31. Bell Post Hill 6 goals, 8-44, and we've gone 24 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, great goal, David Wall. His personal tally cookie, 2 goals, 3, in a very live wire performance in the forward pocket for the Bell Post Hill side.
Gee, those two kids, Priscilla Cabbage, Priscillowicz, the alphabet, I'll call him, it's easier, and Wall, they're playing pretty well. Up goes Batty, caught one in the side that time, didn't appreciate the attention, slapped done by the veteran Coombs towards centre half forward, going in after the football now. Chance here for Bannockburn to come out of defence. If they can pick up, they can too. Well done, coming down the ground. Jeff Brooks had a bounce, but again, the kick not particularly effective, gaining no penetration at all. Finds his teammate in effect in Giles. Punt kicks the ball, he might be out at centre half forward now, Giles, I think. Punt kicks the ball towards the forward zone, probably 40 metres out from goal, 35 metres out. There's about 18 players falling on top of the footy down there, and they won't get that one away, I wouldn't think, and the umpire will come in and ball it up.
Murray Travers was the player that dropped the overhead grab. Should have held that one, Murray, as we see the ball thrown in the air. Oh, poor footy from Henderson. When uncontested, should have grabbed the ball, punched it straight down the Bell Post Hill defender's throat.
Cameron Carr it was. He's done well in defence, Ronnie, because he looked up, there was nowhere to kick it. And Ronnie's just knocked the commentary box down again. He does this every week, but I'll keep going. Cameron Garrett, nowhere to kick it, but put it on the boot and headed for the fence and did it very, very effectively. Chance here for Coombs. It bounces badly for him. Benyon's in there. He's got a chance. Oh, trained a bit high in the tackle. Umpire says throw it in, and you better throw the little fella back in as well, because he went sailing over the boundary line as well, Ronnie.
Well, there's no love lost between these two sides, Cookie, and let's face it, it's a very important game here this afternoon between these two sides, and both sides have been playing quite well for the 93 season.
Taken out of the air by the big fella Thompson of Bannockburn. He goes across the ground, but Carr intercepts. Well played, Cameron Carr. Out wide he goes, and he's found his running teammate out wide in Mick Matchovic. Away goes Matchovic towards the half-forward line. Steve Lurie bobbing into a bit of space. Haven't seen him for a little while. The kick's not too good from Lurie. The target there was David Wall. Too far for him. They go in and hold it in there, do the Bell Post Hillers, but Bannockburn can get out of this with a little right foot kick. Oh, shocking kick, goes to the arms of Coombs. Coombs goes out wide, player up and can't mark, and well done Bannockburn. They're going to get out of this with a right foot kick towards the centre wing, bouncing out wide. Carr's a chance to run on it here for Bell Post Hill. His hand pass comes back to Coombs. No one going effectively anywhere just for the last couple of minutes. Coombs kicks to centre half forward. No grabbers paid, and Ronnie, see if you can get this out of defence for the Bannockburn side.
Yes, and they're doing it well too. Clinton Shaw with a bit of dash. Got the ball 20 metres towards Matty Giles, who's picked it up. The big fella's had a bounce, if you don't mind. Oh, he gave for Dale Smythe one for his corner, who came in and smothered the ball sweetly for the Bell Post Hill side. The ball now loose at half back for Bell Post Hill. Paul Rabbis, cool in the crisis, kicks it back to the centre of the ground. Good desperate football there from two players. As we see Benyon, though, come out with it. He's right in the middle of the long run footy pitch here, and unfortunately for Stewie Benyon, he's been penalised by umpire Matty Grapsis for holding the ball a little too long, but it was a great tackle, and I think you'll find it could be that player again in Corey Flanagan, who I've been quite impressed with for Bannockburn.
Yeah, he's done well, Flanagan, but his kick's not particularly good, and here's Carr coming out of defence. 1, 2, 3 bounces, 4 bounces. I'll just count the bounces. He goes 5. He's run up to the 50-metre line. That's 6. That's going to kick it now. He's a bit tired, but he puts it on the boot into the goal square, but backing back, taking the defensive mark there was Proctor, who takes the mark, wants to play on immediately, and kicks it out over half back, and bad luck for Carr there, because he's a bit tired, but he had to kick it wrong.
He certainly was, and coming through there, Coppy went a little high. Great football, Phil Proctor had one thing on his mind, and that was the footy. Met solidly there too by his opponent in Glenn Travail. The Fish did well to stop him in his tracks, but the umpire has suggested the tackle a little high, and Phil Proctor with the footy at half back.
Proctor kicks the ball towards the centre of the ground. No one able to take a mark here. Oh, player thrown off the ball there for Bell Post Hill. Might have been high. Umpire doesn't agree. Running through the pack is Pilgrim, the little fella, Matty Pilgrim. Kicks it out wide. Oh, went straight through the legs of Steve Thompson. He had 20 metres. He's only got 2 now. He gets it across to Galeno coming out of the fence. Galeno kicks the Bannockburn side into attack, but not particularly good kick. Siren sounded for half-time as the kick out of the fence was marked by Jeff Coombs. And at half-time, we see that Bannockburn are 4-7-31. Bell Post Hill are 6 goals, 8-44.
And I think...